Hey Fawn family, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. I know, if you haven't seen some other videos or I don't know what the order is in which they're all going up, I never do an in-between makeup. I'm either no makeup or full glam, but I wanted to cover up my dark circles, and then I was like, maybe I should pop on some false lashes, and then I decided to put on a very natural cream highlight, and I always wear lip gloss. So I ended up having like just a little in-between makeup. But there's nothing else on my skin or anything else. I just needed to cover up because the dark circles were bad. And then I felt like playing with lashes, and then I felt like putting a little cream highlight on. So that's what's happening with my face. So this video, we are going to talk about retinol, the best, like most proven, powerful ingredient for anti-aging, collagen production, elasticity, and why you need it in your life, how you can introduce it, and just, oh my gosh, everything that you need. So we're gonna get into it. So vitamin A is the umbrella for retinols, and oh my, I just don't even know where to start. There's just so much to do with retinol. But vitamin A is what retinol is. And then there's, of course, encapsulated retinols. There are prescription strength retinols. There, like Refissa, for instance, is one that I use. I also use SkinCeutical retinol. I also use some encapsulated retinols. I love Hydroquinone, which is like an extra level prescription of retinol. And then there are mixtures of retinols that you can have that come already done in like shea butters and occlusives that are going to be less harsh on your skin and volatile. And there's a lot to get into. So you can put retinol directly on your skin, and that's how you're going to get the most benefit out of your retinol. Hands down, just first step on your skin, and sticking through it is what is key. And the problem that so many people have with retinol is that they cannot get past those first few weeks of like hell, because your skin goes through so much shedding. Like it will like peel and flake as if you've kind of had like a chemical exfoliating treatment, or chemical peel rather, sorry. And it will purge, you'll get pimples, because it's really bringing any kind of pimples that you would have and all that clogged pores and everything that's deep below the surface area, it's bringing it at a rapid pace to the surface of your skin. And then it's doing that skin cell turnover at a rapid pace, and it's shedding your dead skin cells at a rapid pace, and it's boosting collagen. It's like one of the only true proven anti-aging products on the market. And like if you can get past that point, you're gonna have beautiful glowing skin. And then it helps with hyperpigmentation, melasma, sunspots, just evening out your skin tone. Like there's so many incredible benefits to retinol. But if you don't want to go on the attack, which I have no problem doing, you can actually start with like a retinol alternative, Bakachiol, and it is still a great ingredient. It's just not a retinol. It's an alternative, which is great if you're pregnant, because if you're pregnant, you cannot use retinol. So it's nice that that ingredient exists for people who are pregnant. That way, if you're somebody who does love retinol and then you do need to get off of it, you do have an alternative during your pregnancy or while you're breastfeeding as well. And then if you are terrified to start a retinol, you can at least ease your way in with the alternative. Or what you can also do is take a pure retinol, and they come in all different strengths. You can get like a 0.1%, a 0.2%, 0.5%, or 1%, up to, and then above that in prescription strength. And I'm talking the pure forms, not the diluted forms with other ingredients. And you can take the pure forms and actually dilute it yourself by putting it on top of your own moisturizer or on top of some serums. And that is going to decrease the effectiveness of the retinol, but it's also going to decrease the harshness of what is going to happen. And you can slowly start to build up a tolerance that way as well. Encapsulated retinols are also another great way where you're getting retinol, you're not getting an alternative, but it's going to slowly release into your skin. After you've put it on, it's not just going to be like bam, retinol into your skin. You're going to put the encapsulated retinol onto your skin, and then the encapsulation is going to let the retinol slowly release overnight into your skin, and then you're less likely to get a reaction as well. And encapsulated retinol is also a better alternative for your neck and your chest area because these are more sensitive areas. So I generally like to use either encapsulated retinols or retinols that are diluted with other ingredients on my neck and chest. Sometimes I will just put a pure form like once a week on my neck and chest, and then the other days, encapsulated or the diluted forms here, and then the pure retinol and my prescription strength on my face. But you can still go through that purge even with encapsulation. It's just that it is less likely that it will happen. It is anti-aging, fights hyperpigmentation. It keeps your skin looking clearer once you do get past that purge. It helps produce more collagen and elastin. It is literally like the only proven ingredient to truly do that. You do have ingredients like vitamin C that will aid in that, in collagen production and elastin, but retinol is like the gold standard. It's one of the best ingredients that you can use. You want to slowly introduce it and stick with it. Do not give up on your retinol. It's the gold standard for anti-aging, and it truly works. It promotes skin cell renewal and enhances collagen production in your own skin. It's really the only ingredient that's been proven to enhance collagen production. Collagen is what makes your skin look plump and youthful, and collagen production slows as we age, and we lose collagen as early as in our 20s. And then the anti-aging, and it doesn't stop. It just like starts decreasing and decreasing and decreasing. So you want to actually increase your usage of retinol as you get older. So you can start retinol as early as your teens for acne. You can get a prescription if your acne is like really bad too. You don't need to just get an over-the-counter retinol or pick one up at Sephora. And then you can start with once a week or once every 2 weeks and work your way up. I usually use my retinols because I like prescription strength the best. 4 days on, and then I'll take a break and then use it again because I will go through that peeling. And I think I go through that peeling because I use both a prescription strength Refissa and I'll use Hydroquinone as well. So my skin just has never fully adjusted and isn't at a place where it does not go through a peel. I do have adjusted skin when I'm using just like SkinCeuticals 1% retinol, then I'm fine. But I like to amp it up. Okay, where was I? You can dilute it and put it over a serum or moisturizer. Using it at night is best, but you can use it in the morning. It's the best ingredient that you can add to your skincare routine aside from vitamin C. So the retinoid pros, which are incredible, it stimulates collagen production. It's anti-aging, reduces the signs of aging. It improves your skin texture. It brightens your skin. It fades dark spots. It increases cell turnover. It reduces wrinkles. It improves fine lines. It firms and smooths the skin. It helps hyperpigmentation. It gives clearer, brighter, more youthful skin. It helps acne-prone skin, and it helps to stop some breakouts. It clears pores, and it reduces sebum production. The cons are that you can have sensitive skin, especially towards the sun, so wear your SPF. You can get dry, flaky skin, which can be irritating. You can't use it while you're pregnant, but you can use the alternatives like Bakachiol. There is an adjustment period. It can look worse before it looks better, especially going in with a straight retinol because of that shedding period I was talking about. So you can get retinol over the counter, like you can buy it from so many different stores. You can even get it on Amazon. RentinA is by prescription only. Both are forms of retinoids, which are a form of vitamin A. Retinoids thin the stratum corneum, not your skin. That's a common myth. And it thickens the epidermis and dermis. So Tretinoin is a medication used to treat acne and sun-damaged skin. It can't erase deep wrinkles, but it can improve the appearance of surface wrinkles, fine lines, and dark spots. Tretinoin is also known as retinoic acid. It's the generic name for synthetic vitamin A. It's sold under many different brand names. RentinA is one of those brand names, which shouldn't be confused with the retinol. It's an exceptional ingredient. What is Tretinoin? Tretinoin is a prescription strength topical cream or gel. It's used mainly to treat acne, sun-damaged skin, and fine wrinkles. It may sound counterintuitive, but Tretinoin works by irritating the skin. It's able to speed up the life cycle of skin cells, and it makes them divide faster and die faster so newer, healthier skin cells can take their place. Tretinoin is sold under a variety of brand names, including Eltreno, Atralin, Avita, Refissa, which is my favorite go-to, Rejuva, Renova, RentinA, Steva, and TretinX. And this is why I have a constant shedding period and why my skin just never fully adjusts, because I use a Tretinoin. It's more than a retinol. It is also used as an ingredient in a combination of products such as Solage, Triluma, Veltin, and Zyana. I'm just giving you guys names in case you want to go see a dermatologist, and they probably carry certain brands and not other brands, and you do want to inquire about a Tretinoin cream because it truly is incredible. You just kind of have to plan your week out if you do want to, be not out and about during your shedding phase. I don't typically care. I'm like, just give me all the skincare benefits I can get. So what's the difference between Tretinoin and retinol? Retinoids are a group of compounds derived from vitamin A. Tretinoin and retinol both fall under this umbrella. Both tretinoin and retinol are topical skincare products that can treat the same conditions. They both promote rapid exfoliation and stimulation of collagen and elastin, which leads to smoother looking skin, but they're not quite the same. Retinol is a natural form of vitamin A. It's milder and less irritating to sensitive skin. It's available without a prescription, and it's found in many over-the-counter cosmetic and skincare products. Tretinoin is a synthetic version of vitamin A. It's stronger than retinol. It's only available with a prescription, and it's not as well tolerated by sensitive skin. If you've tried retinol and you don't think it's working, you can ask your doctor if Tretinoin could help with your skin concerns. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm just taking a guess based on how the spelling is. So in summary, retinol is a natural form of vitamin A. You don't need a prescription for it. Tretinoin is a synthetic version of vitamin A. It's stronger and you need a prescription from your doctor because this is a medication. What is Tretinoin used for? It's a topical skin treatment and it's not new. It's been used to treat mild to moderate acne for almost 50 years. It's a combination of products. Tretinoin combination products can sometimes contain antibacterial ingredients for treatment of acne. It's helpful in reducing inflammation associated with acne, preventing follicular plugging, and it exfoliates the skin. Topical retinoids are highly effective on both non-inflammatory and inflammatory acne. With regular use, Tretinoin can help clear existing acne and reduce the number and severity of acne breakouts. Tretinoin can also reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It can improve the health of sun-damaged skin. It can improve skin texture and tone, reduce the appearance of dark spots. What should you tell your doctor before using Tretinoin? Talk to your doctor or dermatologist about the specifics of your skin condition and ask about the different options available to you. Other things to mention when you talk to your doctor are pregnancy. There haven't been enough controlled studies yet to evaluate Tretinoin's safety during pregnancy, and as you can't use retinol, I would go on the side of safety and not use Tretinoin either. So if you're pregnant or plan to be, discuss the potential harms and benefits so you can make an informed decision. Breastfeeding, it's not clear whether Tretinoin can pass through breast milk. Sun exposure, tell your doctor if your job requires you to spend a lot of time in the sun because it would not be a good option for you. And then your medications, you should list all your medications that you're currently taking, including anything that you put on your skin, because it's important for your doctor to know if there could be any interactions with Tretinoin. It is very important to do all of this because you could have a horrible reaction if you skip out on any details. If your doctor or dermatologist thinks that Tretinoin is right for you, make sure you know how it should be used, how long it will take to know if it's working, and signs that you should know to stop using it. How to apply Tretinoin on your skin. Before you apply it, make sure your face is clean, remove all makeup, and wash your face. Be gentle. Excessive washing and scrubbing can cause irritation. Once you've washed and dried your face, wait 20 to 30 minutes before applying it. Steps for applying Tretinoin. Apply it once a day, preferably before bed. Squeeze about ½ an inch or less of the cream onto your fingertips. Sometimes it can be in a gel form. Mine's a cream. Gently apply to the specific areas on your skin where you need it to work the most, and then massage from there. The medication should fade into your skin right away. If it doesn't, try using a little less the next day. Keep in mind that using a larger amount of Tretinoin or using it more often won't make it work any faster. In fact, it can cause skin irritation. It's for topical use only. Be careful to not get it in your eyes, mouth, nose, or mucous membranes. While using Tretinoin, avoid or minimize exposure to sunlight and sun lamps, wind and extreme cold, harsh soaps and hair products, cosmetics that tend to dry the skin. Avoid skin contact with things that can interact with the drug, such as alcohol, astringents, lime, and spices. You may notice Tretinoin start to work within 2 to 3 weeks, but it can take 6 weeks or more to experience the full benefit. Are there side effects? Remember, tretinoin is likely to irritate your skin a bit when you first start using it. In the first few weeks of treatment, it's normal to have mild to moderate redness, dryness, peeling, or itchiness. I only ever get like a little bit of shedding. I don't ever get the rest of these symptoms, but I also don't remember what it was like when I first started it. These side effects should lessen as your skin adjusts to the medication. But like I said, I also incorporate hydroquinone for my sunspots, and that also is going to add to the irritation. Stop using it if the irritation doesn't improve within a few weeks, or if you develop persistent or worsening irritation, blistering or crusting, swelling, excessive redness, or temporary change in your skin pigmentation. The bottom line: tretinoin can be a safe, effective treatment option for acne. It can also help reduce the appearance of surface wrinkles and dark spots due to sun damage. While it can irritate the skin at first and you may not see results for months, it can help promote smoother, healthier skin. Talk to your doctor or dermatologist to find out if tretinoin is a good option for you. Now, Bakachiol is the natural, gentler alternative to retinol that helps to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It is not the same thing as retinol at all, but it does work, just not as well. It is a very mild. You can even use it during your pregnancy. I would never swap my retinol for this ingredient, but it is nice that it exists. There's less risk of irritation. It is suitable for most skin types. You'll have slower results. There is minimal clinical research on the efficacy. It can even out your skin tone. It can stimulate collagen. It might reduce wrinkles and improve fine lines. All right, this is going to be an awkward little cut in, but I realized that I needed to discuss hydroquinone in my retinol video, and I just completely forgot. Otherwise, my retinol video would have been up days ago, and it would have been up even sooner, but I filmed so many videos on Thursday, July 16th, and all of the videos that I filmed, I'm now looking to make sure the microphone is working. I filmed hours and hours and hours of footage, so many videos. So every video that you see where I am wearing this top, because I'm reshooting wearing the same top, my hair is just more of a bun now than it was a couple of days ago, had no audio. So when I went to go edit Friday the 17th in the morning, I loaded all of my clips and there was me talking and no sound, and I broke down into tears. So there was more of a delay in that, and then I'm going to explain more in my video on what my channel is about, what's happening, and all of that. So that way this video doesn't have too much of an explanation. But yeah, there were 2 delays. I forgot to talk about hydroquinone, and then I did film hydroquinone, and then there was no audio. So here is round 2. Oh my goodness. Let's hope everything goes smoothly. So hydroquinone is a skin lightening agent. It bleaches the skin, which can be helpful when treating different forms of hyperpigmentation. It is available over the counter at a maximum of 2%, usually in a cream form, and it can be prescribed by your dermatologist or even like a cosmetic surgeon in much higher concentrations. I actually have a prescription hydroquinone in 4%. It works by bleaching your skin by decreasing the number of melanocytes present. Shabby Becks, I totally agree with you that I think that some of these words are just out there to mess with us. So here we go. Melanocytes make melanin, which is what produces your skin tone. But in cases of hyperpigmentation, more melanin is present due to an increase in melanocyte production. By controlling these melanocytes, your skin will become more evenly toned over time. So I actually have, oh, I don't want to save that for, now I'm going to save my little pictures for a different video. So, oh my gosh, it takes about 4 weeks on average for hydroquinone to fully take effect, and it can take several months of consistent use before you see full results. But by several months, I mean 5 months, and we'll get there. If you don't see any improvements within 3 months of using an over-the-counter hydroquinone, then you probably want to talk to a dermatologist or, like I said, up to a cosmetic surgeon, because they might recommend a prescription strength formula. I have over-the-counter and I have prescription strength. I have tranexamic acid. I have all different forms of it's not just skin lightening forms of products, but just things to attack hyperpigmentation, because you can do things like chemical peels and IPL, like in-office chemical peels. I do at-home chemical peels, laser treatments. Eventually one day I would love to have a laser treatment in a cosmetic surgeon's office and experience that. I know it requires a lot of downtime. It's very expensive. You know, it's something like $5,000 or $6,000 for like an intensive laser treatment, or those, I don't know how much a chemical peel really runs, but I know the lasers are really expensive, but they do just such amazing things for your skin and collagen and elasticity. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, you're so crazy. But I just really would love to try it, because I am 34 at the end of the day, but I have been able to do wonders with hydroquinone and other ingredients, because I used to have a hella sunspot over here that I have been able to fade a lot. And by the way, thank you guys so much for all of your wonderful comments on loving my completely natural makeup. I'm just using color corrector under my eyes, false lashes, and a little bit of cream highlight. So you're seeing all my skin. And then I'm still working on that sunspot, which used to be way bigger and predominant, and it's just itty bitty now. It almost looks like a freckle. And then on this side I have freckles that I'm just trying to fade, because they're like pretty large and in charge freckles. So what skin conditions can benefit from hydroquinone? It is used to treat any kind of skin conditions related to hyperpigmentation, which includes acne scars, age spots, freckles, melasma, and post-inflammatory marks from psoriasis and eczema. And although hydroquinone can help fade red or brown spots that have lingered, it won't help with an active inflammation. So the ingredient can help minimize acne scarring post-acne. It won't have an effect on redness during an active breakout. So if you have an ongoing pimple, it's like currently in form. I have one right there right now. It won't help get rid of like the redness or the pimple itself. It's not an ingredient that is antibacterial that's going to get rid of it. But say that pimple, and I have like a little one going on my forehead right now. I'm just going through a little bit of a purge from my prescription strength retinol, which is a Tretinoin cream, and so I go through that slight purge and a little bit of the flakiness. I've already gone through the skin flakiness. Now I'm just left over with like the little bit of a purge. The hydroquinone will not help with that, but if I was to get any kind of discoloration left over from the pimple, once the pimple is gone, the hydroquinone will completely help get rid of the discoloration from the pimple. So, is it safe for all skin types and skin tones? And if I haven't had a chance to get to questions before this video goes up. Sidoni, I know that you questioned, I think it was glycolic acid, and you should be fine with what you are using as far as glycolic acids go, because for the most part, toners and like the ordinary toner goes up to 7% glycolic acid. Those are safer glycolic acids. I have glycolic acid peels that go up to 40% glycolic acid. Those are not safe for darker skin types. So it is more like those higher concentrations that I was talking about, just like a little side note. But back on hydroquinone. So although hydroquinone is generally very well tolerated, there are a few exceptions. If you have dry or sensitive skin, you might find that hydroquinone can cause further dryness or irritation. It usually tapers off as your skin does adjust to the ingredient, but people who have normal or oily skin are less likely to experience any side effects. The ingredient tends to work best on fair skin tones, fair, light, porcelain, that type of skin tone, mine. If you have medium and anything darker than medium skin tone, you do want to talk with a dermatologist first before using any hydroquinone, even over the counter, because it may actually worsen hyperpigmentation in darker skin tones. So how do you use hydroquinone? Consistency is definitely the key to treating hyperpigmentation. You'll want to use the ingredient every single day for maximum results, and you want to follow whatever product you get. You want to follow those instructions very carefully. It's important to do a patch test before your first application, and like I said in previous videos, a great place for a patch test is behind the ear. That very much resembles your skin on your face, or a patch test right in the crease of your elbow. That's also a sensitive area. So if you want to wait very minimum of 24 hours, but you really do want to wait up to 72 hours to see if anything does occur within that time frame. And if nothing happens, you should be good to go with applying it on your face. Hydroquinone is also an ingredient that you do not apply over your entire face. It is something that you apply just on the patches that need to be treated. You do not apply it like a retinol all over your face. It's literally, you find your sunspot, melasma, hyperpigmentation, whatever it is, and you just dot it on and like rub it into those spots. I'm doing up here because I had a spot up here that's pretty much totally gone now as well from hydroquinone. And you don't really experience flakiness, peeling, purging, or anything like that the way you do from retinol or any variation of the retinols. It is a different ingredient. You can experience a little bit of flakiness, but you generally don't. So like I said, with the patch test, that will allow you to determine how your skin will react and whether its results will be an unwelcomed side effect or not. So I already said how to do it. So always wash your hands after you do a patch test as well, especially if you're doing your patch test and then going in with your other skincare routine. Like if you're doing your skincare routine and your patch testing, and you don't want that to interrupt your other products because it is such a strong ingredient, and you also don't want that left over on your fingers in case you go ahead and rub your eyes or you get it on your clothes or something like that too. So just make sure you wash your hands after using hydroquinone, whether you're putting it on your face or patch testing. If you don't experience any side effects, you should be able to safely add it into your skincare routine. You should apply it after cleansing and toning, but before any other products. So you just take a small amount of product and you apply it evenly across the area of the skin that you are treating, and you gently massage it until it is fully absorbed. You should also and always wear an SPF while using this ingredient. Sun exposure can not only make hyperpigmentation worse, but it can also reverse the effects of your hydroquinone treatment. So don't waste your money and your time by buying and using hydroquinone and treating your sunspots, hyperpigmentation, whatever it may be, just to go out in the sun and not have your SPF on, it would be very redundant. Sunscreen is usually the last step in any skincare routine, so be sure to reapply as needed throughout the day. And just as a little side note, you do want to use a full tablespoon of SPF for your face and neck, and then another tablespoon for your whole chest area. So you just need to keep applying it in layers and let it soak into your face and your neck, and same with your chest. If you don't use a full tablespoon, it's not going to be as protective and as effective, and you don't want to forget your ears. And at a minimum, use an SPF 30 or it's not going to be effective. Really try to use SPF 50. And if you are somebody who is going to be going into the ocean, try to buy a Reef Safe SPF, because SPF is actually very damaging to the coral reefs. And why be harmful when there are so many SPFs on the market that are reef safe? I am not somebody who likes the water at all. I hate the water. Like, I travel so much, and I mean, like, I'm a world traveler, and you will not catch me dead in a pool, in a lake, in the ocean, ever. I've only ever gotten into our infinity pool at Jade Mountain the handful of times that we have visited it, because we've gone with my parents and we always get the first and second Galaxy suites, and then there are sanctuaries, what they call them, and there's nobody else above those pools, so it's like fresh water coming in, and they're totally private. Nobody else can be in them. My parents don't even go in the first one, so like technically it's just Kurt and I that are in like the first one, and then there are people down below the other ones. Aside from that, I like don't get in the water. So I don't need to be conscious about buying an SPF that is reef safe. I like to shower and go to bath, and that is the extent of my water pleasure. So, and then you don't actually need to reapply every 2 hours until you go into the sun. That is when the it starts to degrade. So if you apply your sunscreen and you wait like 45 minutes until you actually go outside and the sun hits it, that's when your SPF is activated. So you start your 2-hour timer once you go out into the sun, and then that's your 2-hour point when you need to start thinking about, okay, 2 hours from now, I need to reapply. So just a little side note on SPF. So while consistency is important for maximum results with hydroquinone, you shouldn't use it for long periods of time. If you don't see any improvements after 3 months with the over-the-counter, discontinue. If you do see improvements, you can use the product for a full 4 months, and then on the 5th month you want to start to taper it down. So you can use it for 5 months. It's just that on that 5th month you don't want to be using it every single day. And then if you do want to use it again, you need to give your skin about 2 to 3 months of a rest period, and then you can kick it back up again for that full-on 4 months, that 5th month having it be tapering down again, and then giving your skin 2 to 3 months of a break all over again. So the possible side effects and risks. There currently aren't any clinical studies to suggest that hydroquinone is harmful. The minor side effects are still possible. It can cause a temporary uptick in redness or dryness at first, especially if you have dry or sensitive skin. These effects should fade as soon as your skin becomes used to the product. In rare cases, like I mean super rare, I just want to bring it to your attention, but it is rare. Hydroquinone has caused a condition called ochronosis. It's marked by papules and bluish-black pigmentation. This can occur after prolonged daily use. As such, you shouldn't use products with this ingredients for more than 5 months at a time. That's when you can become more at risk for this condition. So if you're using it for 6, 7, 8 months and you're using it every single day, then your face is going to start to potentially have more of that reaction. So that's why you really do need to be aware, like mark it in a calendar, mark it in your phone, have a reminder, something to go off to let you know that you've reached your 4 months mark of using it every day, and now it's time to start tapering off. So like I was saying, higher concentrations and even like the pure form of hydroquinone are only available through a prescription. If you'd rather not use a chemical agent like hydroquinone, there are natural skin lightening products available. I did mention quite a few of these in my acids video. These typically include antioxidants, vitamin A, which is retinol, and vitamin C, which are commonly used in anti-aging products to brighten the skin, improve your overall skin tone, and when used over time, antioxidants can help to lighten areas of hyperpigmentation. You also have plant-based acids, which are not chemically based. They are plant-based, and many acids in skincare products can be derived from plants. So for hyperpigmentation with plants, you can try kojic or ellagic acids, and they work by slowing down your skin's melanin production. They're just not quite as effective, but it is an option. Vitamin B3, which is niacinamide, which is the ingredient that has the potential to prevent darker areas of pigmentation from rising to the surface of your skin. So the bottom line, hyperpigmentation is definitely a difficult condition to treat, especially depending on how old the hyperpigmentation is. If it is a very new spot, it is going to be much easier to treat. If you've had it for years, it's going to be much more difficult to treat, and I can attest to that. Holy cow, can I attest to that? So although hydroquinone can help lighten your skin, it's not appropriate for everyone. You definitely want to check with your dermatologist before use, especially if you have sensitive, dry skin or medium to darker skin tones. They can advise you on how you should use the ingredient, if you should use it at all. And they can also recommend alternative skin lightening treatments, including natural products and chemical peels. So now this is just going to be another awkward cut back into the original, I was going to say film, the original video. And that is it. I'm going to have a separate video on an array of product recommendations just to keep this one shorter and to the point of retinol, and then there will be a substitute video on recommendations, so stay tuned for that one. So if this was helpful for you guys, please give it a big thumbs up, leave all your comments down below so I can read everything and see what you guys have to say. Let me know if you have used a retinol, a tretinoin, Bakachiol, if you've considered it, if you're going to now, and just any of your concerns or whatever you have to say. I can't wait to hear everything. So that does it for this video, and until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.